Happy New Year and welcome to Mann's Model Moments. I'm going to kick off 2024 with a throwback to the Cold War and a kit released 3 times before I was even born, the Airfix Bristol Bloodhound. The Bloodhound was a massive ramjet-powered surface-to-air missile designed to protect RAF bases from any Soviet bombers that made it past our Lightning interceptors. Despite it initially being intended as something of a stopgap, after the Blue Envoy project meant to replace it was cancelled, it went on to have a service career of over 40 years. The longer-range Mark II missile came online in 1964, and there were even plans for a nuclear-armed Mark III, though that never came to be. The missile served for 33 years with the RAF, was in use by 5 countries, with the last examples being decommissioned by the Swiss in 1999. The Airfix came out in 1960, about 18 months after the missile became operational, which means the kit was designed as the short-lived Mark I, though there is little to differentiate the marks externally. There are also plenty of examples of this missile preserved today. Opening the box with the classic art from the 1971 release on it, you're greeted with a bit of a sad-looking bag of plastic. Below this are the instructions in their revamped classic form, but that's it, no decals in this one. The instructions open to the classic exploded diagrams any old kit enthusiast will be familiar with, and not too dissimilar to kits today. The first impression is that there's a lot going on in this kit with the missile, launcher, Land Rover and trailer, plus the 6 figures. Paints are called out throughout the instructions, as well as at the end, with the colour key for homebrew paints, of course. Opening the bag and dumping all the contents out, that early impression of quite a lot going on is borne out. You get 5 sprues, 6 if you include the one with the figures, and there's good separation between the individual subjects in them, which should make things easier for assembly. First up is the missile itself, with the main body with ramjets and its 4 boosters. All appear pretty nicely cast, given that this tool is getting ready to take its pension at 64 years old. Even the 2 rather woodenly posed figures aren't too bad, though they definitely date the kit. The second sprue gives us the remaining elements of the missile, as well as those for the launcher, which have some fairly fine casting considering the age of the tool again. There are definitely some seam marks, but again, better than many much newer kits. Next sprue is for the trailer, which is again all pretty solid, and I'm pretty impressed with how little flash is present throughout this kit. The second sprue covering the trailer next, and although some elements are very overscale for modern modelers, everything here is still pretty crisply cast. Last of the kit sprues proper is for the Land Rover, which is where you can probably see the age of the kit most clearly. There's absolutely no interior at all, not even a steering wheel, and the windows are just empty, no transparencies are provided. You also get this sprue of generic RAF ground personnel, all in the same pose, but also this super cute doggo, which is both finely cast and easily the best figure in the box. Now, I was really excited to get my hands on this kit, as I did it as a kid, and I don't think it looks bad at all for its age. For sure, the kit will need some work, including careful knife work, sanding and filling, but there's almost no flash and the kit itself, whilst a bit simplistic, does look okay. The Land Rover is probably the worst looking element on the sprues, but you do end up with quite a lot for just £10, and it's certainly going to give more hours of activity than a film ticket or a couple of pints of beer. Overall, this is a really solid purchase as long as your expectations are of an older kit, and it's an interesting and slightly different subject, so I think it's well worth £10. That's all for this instalment of Mann's Model Moments. If you enjoyed the video, please click the like button, subscribe to the channel for more like it, and share this video with others you think would also enjoy it. You can also follow me on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook, and if you're feeling generous then I also have a Patreon, which is absolutely the best way of helping me to grow the channel and produce more content like this. With that, I hope you have plenty of modelling moments of your own, and I look forward to welcoming you on the next video.